Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Shivmarie. Today I'll be doing my August TBR. Before I get started, if you're new to this channel, please don't hesitate to subscribe down below, as well as hit the notification bell. And if you're new, hi, hello, I'm Stephanie and I do love bookish content. Honestly, August is going to be a great month for me because first of all, it is my birthday month, so obviously I'll be celebrating all August and September as well, just because my birthday is right before Labor Day weekend, so it usually goes into September. So the first week of September I've definitely celebrated before. And also my reading has been pretty good for the month of July. I only have 2 books left, so I'm actually very proud of my reading compared to the last couple of months. So yeah, let's get right into all the books I want to read for August. First things first, my book club pick. It is One Golden Summer, which I actually already read earlier this month because it came available on my Libby and I was like, well, so many people are holding it, I might as well just read it while I have it. And I actually really enjoyed it, so obviously I don't need to read that again in August. So I already kind of accomplished my first part of my TBR, but of course, as always, let's do my wheel, which I will do 5 prompts on it. First prompt will be read a book with a yellow cover. Okay, definitely easy enough. I just need to find books that have yellow on them. For a book with a yellow cover, I'm gonna go with The Silence Factory by Bridget Collins. Right now I'm trying to kind of prioritize some of my older TBRs because they've been on my shelf for I don't know how long, and I think I got this from my ALA last year, which I will link above and down below in case you want to check out my book haul from last year. And all I know is that this is a historical fantasy. It says it's a captivating story of gothic suspense about a powerful family, the magical and dangerous silk their fortune is built upon, and the exploitative history they're desperately trying to hide. And it's set in 1820s, where Sophia reluctantly accompanies her husband James to a remote Greek island where he searches for rare biological specimens. Once there, however, she sets out on her own voyage of discovery, stumbling across the very creature he is looking for, making an unexpected connection with a local woman, and ultimately reconsidering her marriage, life, and own desires. Decades later, now we follow someone called Henry, who is sent to the home of industrialist Sir Edward Ashmore Percy and tasked with curing the man's young daughter Philomel of her deafness. But then she ends up becoming obsessed with the nature of Sir Edward's business of spinning silk with a rare and magical breed of spider. Apparently this extraordinary silk shields sound, offering respite from bustling streets and noisy neighbors. The result is instant tranquility as wearers experience a soothing calmness. Yet those within the earshot of the outward facing silk are subjected to eerie murmurs that amplify with proximity. I'm just very curious, like, I don't know, the cover also seems kind of scary, but it's definitely yellow, so it qualifies. Prompt number 2. Okay, book of the month pick. So I have so many book of the month picks. I just haven't been reading them recently, so let me find one that I really want to read and I'll be right back. For the book of the month pick, I'm going to go with Hera by Jennifer Saint. This one is obviously from book of the month. I got it last year, I believe. It says, even the gods must have their queen. When immortal Queen Hera and her brother Zeus overthrows their tyrannical father, she dreams of ruling at Zeus's side. But as they establish their reign on Mount Olympus, she begins to see that Zeus is just as ruthless and cruel as the father they betrayed. While Zeus ascends, she is relegated to the role of wife and mother, a role she never wanted. She was always born to rule, but must she lose herself in perpetuating this cycle of violence and cruelty? It's supposed to be like a retelling, and I'm very curious. I love my Greek mythology, so I'm very excited for this one. Moving on to prompt number 3. Ooh, I haven't done this in a while. Bookshelf generator, shelf and specific number. All right, that's, yeah, I have not done that in such a long time, so let me get my phone. All right, so the random number generator, I have my phone over here. I have 34 shelves, so 34, press generate, shelf 29, if you guys can see that. Shelf 29, it's one of my shelves in my bedroom. Oh, that's the last one. Oh, I just added all the books there. Let's say 40. 1 to 40, generate. And it is 33. All right, let me look for it and be right back. All right, you guys, I just got my book and it is a junker. It is The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson. It's actually really funny because I was just going through TikTok today and someone mentioned like, it's the best book she's ever written, 6 stars, blah, blah, blah. And then she showed this book and I was like, oh, like, that looks interesting, and I already have the book. So anyways, I guess I'll be reading this for the month of August. I'm a little worried because it is a fat chunker, but I do have the Illumicrate edition, so it is of course a stunning book. Like, this is gorgeous. So this one says, after 24 years on the throne, it is time for Bursan, the brusque Emperor of Orwan, to bring his reign to an end. In the dizzying heat of midsummer, 7 contenders will compete to replace him. Trained at rival monasteries, each contender is inspired by a sacred animal: fox, raven, tiger, ox, bear, monkey, and hound. An 8th, the dragon proxy, will be revealed once the trials have begun. 8 exceptional warriors, thinkers, strategists, the best of the best. Then one of them is murdered. Somehow it falls to brilliant but idiosyncratic Nima Kra to investigate. But as she hunts for a killer, darker forces are gathering. If she succeeds, she could win the throne, whether she wants it or not. But if she fails, she will sentence herself to death. I don't know. I've heard great things, like I said. The comments too were also like, oh my god, amazing read, etc, etc. So we'll see how this goes, but I feel like this has just, I don't know, this might have just made my August a little bit harder to get through for my TBR. Prompt number 4. All right, book of the month, which doesn't count, so I will roll again. Prompt number 4. As always, I can only do one of the prompts, so if I have duplicates, I can't choose it. I have to choose something else. All right, POC representation. Perfect. Very easy. I have so many books that qualify for this. Then the next prompt is to read a book by POC representation. I'm gonna go with Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa. I've gotten this book for so long, 2018, you guys. Like, I think it's time. It is time for me to read it. It's also, pages are yellow now. I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but it is yellowed from the fact that it's just been sitting there on my shelves for the past 7 years now. Probably more, because I got this as an ARC, so I got this before it came out. It says, once every 1,000 years, the great Kami dragon will grant one wish to whoever holds the scroll of 1,000 prayers. Its pieces have been scattered to the ends of the earth, and they are being hunted by those who wish to change their destiny for better or worse. Yumiko has the first piece, an even more dangerous secret. Tatsumi is under orders to kill anything and anyone who stands between him and the scroll. Before these unlikely allies lies a path steep in deception and danger, a connection that would change them both forever, and the power to alter the course of the world. Only one wish will be granted, and the time is drawing near. I've heard great things, so I'm very excited. Also, it's a series, so once I finish this one, if I like it, I'll continue on the next book. And finally, we are at prompt number 5. Book with a title that contains a number. I feel like that's gonna be a little harder. Okay, let me look through my shelves. All right, final book from my TBR prompt is a book that has a title that contains a number. I'm gonna go with A 40-Year Kiss by Nicholas Butler. I just got this on audiobook, so I can definitely read this for the month of August. I also got this from my ALA last year, I wanna say, because this came out earlier this year. It says, Charlie and Vivian parted ways just after 4 years of marriage. Too many problems, too many struggles, even though the love didn't quite die. Now Charlie returns to Wisconsin 40 years later. He's not sure what he'll find. He is sure of one thing though: he must try to connect with Vivian to pick up the broken pieces of their past. But 40 years is a long time. It's 40 years of other relationships, 40 years of building new lives, and 40 years of long-held regrets, mistakes, and painful secrets. So it's supposed to be kind of a like second chance, starting over type of book. We'll see, guys. I mean, I haven't heard much about this book, to be quite honest, but it is a romance, and I do need something to kind of break up my fantasy reads these days, so this is perfect for that. Now that I have my TBR prompt, I'm gonna go with my TBR jar over here. This time I'm just gonna do one because I have that chunk of a book and I really don't want to fuck myself up. So let's just do one this time and hope for the best. All right, it says Warm Hands of a Ghost. Okay, this is the Catherine Arden book, which do I even have a copy of? I don't think I have a copy of this book, in which case I need to get a copy of this book. But yeah, this is the next book. I really do like her Winter Night trilogy. I love that series so much, so I'm really excited to read this one. All right, so these are the books I'll be reading for the month of August. Honestly, I'm pretty happy about all of them. They all look really fucking good. This one especially, even though it is a chunker, but I'm also really excited for my Greek mythology, kind of a like fantasy but some like creepy elements to it with the whole like eeriness of it. Shadow the Fox and 40 Year Kiss. So very happy about all of these. Let me know down below what you guys are planning to read for the month of August. Oh, I'm also reading, of course, The Warm Hands of Ghosts by Catherine Arden. I just don't have a copy of that right now. Anyways, that's all to say for this video. As always, if you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. I really help out my channel. And if you see more content of me, please don't hesitate to subscribe below, as well as hit the notification bell. And as always, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!